Hey you guys, it is just Ember and me, and thank you so much for joining our channel. I am so excited. This is our first video for this channel, and there's so much more to come, so make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and stay tuned for more. So my daughter and I decided that it would be a great idea to try a vacuum cleaner for drying and stretching her hair. So I looked online because I'm not spending $400 for a blow dryer vacuum cleaner. So I looked online because I needed a vacuum cleaner anyway. And because my other one, my son broke the handle and I haven't had one. I usually just borrow one from my ex-husband. He didn't know, but I've been borrowing it. And anyway, it's another story for another day. But yeah, so I'm excited to see if this works. I mean, the Revair is the same thing as a vacuum. Like, it's literally a vacuum. I think it has heat, which is, we want to avoid heat anyway. So I think that's the only thing that makes it different. But I did a little research, and it basically works by drawing the water out of the hair. And I bought this, and the good thing about this, it doesn't have like one of those little spinning thingy or whatever, which could get wet and then get caked up and stuff. It just has bags. Where you put the filtered bags inside, which is perfect because then there's no potential for the inside of the actual vacuum cleaner to get wet. It goes from the tube to the bag. The bag comes out and you throw it away. So it just makes sense to try this to save money, but to also save my daughter's hair and be able to use a product that or be able to use something to be able to dupe the Revair, because there is no dupes. I don't understand why they haven't come up with a small one. I don't know if they have this thing patented or not, but I cannot afford a $400 dryer, and I refuse to pay $400 for a dryer. This was $70 on Amazon, and I'm gonna open it and show you. It even is actually a blower too. So I can blow my leaves outside, vacuum my floor, and not only my upstairs carpet, but my downstairs hardwood. Well, actually, yeah, this is hardwood. My hardwood floor downstairs and my carpet upstairs, as well as blow dry my daughter's hair. Okay, so but that makes it easy, because what I don't want to do is like be sucking up nasty stuff and then, use it on my daughter's hair. So it having the tube was important for me, where I can interchange the tubes, so I don't have to use the tube that I use the vacuum with on her hair directly. Does that make sense? But it also is easy to clean and keep sterile, because I just think I don't know how gross it is to other people, but to me it's kind of gross to use something that you vacuum up random crap off the ground or the floor and then use that same thing on your hair. That was just me thinking in my mind, like, I don't want to do that. So but we're gonna see how this works and see what happens, so keep watching. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, so it has, the other ones had they were small, compact, and all of that, but it didn't have the long extensions on it. It didn't have the blower, and I just feel like Eureka is a good brand, so we're gonna see what happens. If I don't break it first, we'll see what happens. So let's open this baby up and see what we got here. exciting. Wow, it's actually bigger than I thought. So we have the tubes here. See, this is the one I'm actually going to use for her hair. It's kind of small though, meaning that we're only going to be able to use smaller sections of her hair, which I guess is not necessarily a bad thing. It may be able to go fairly quickly. The smaller you do it, the better it will dry, hopefully. But it's got a nice long tube here, which is great, so that I can be able to move around her head. But also I needed a vacuum cleaner, so this is a win-win, you know, all the way around. My son broke my other one, so this was definitely a win-win scenario here. Let's bring out the component. Yes, top that Revair. Wow, look at that. It's got some weight to it. Like it's not incredibly light, but it's not incredibly heavy either. So that locks in place for rolling it around, which is even cooler. Oops. Locks in place. I got a nice long extension cord here. Got some wheels for it to roll around. Let's open this baby up and see what's on the inside. Ah, look at that. There is the bag that I was telling you about. The bag that actually is a filtered bag. And it does have this thing back here. I don't know if that's a filter or not though. I think that's just, oh yeah, that is of course where it's pulling in the air. So it does have that. But the rest of it is just the back there. On the inside. Yeah. Bag goes in like this. Very, very easy to do. Snap it closed. And of course, this won't matter when we're doing her hair, but obviously that'll matter if, well, actually, you know what? Maybe it'll catch some of the loose hair too, you know? So we'll see. And here are the longer tubes so that when I actually use it as a vacuum cleaner, I can vacuum the corners of my wall where the cobwebs are. Comes with instructions. And at the very bottom is this thingy. And it came with 4 extra bags, which is really cool too. Kind of get you set for a little while to be able to use it. All for $70. And I didn't even pay the whole $70. I did a payment plan. So it's $20 a month. No interest. So this is the little vacuum piece to get the floor. And I have all hardwood floors downstairs, carpets upstairs, and I have a rug down here. So I think this is small, compact, but I think it will serve the purpose for what I need. It's just me and my daughter. We don't track a lot of dirt around. It's mostly hair. It's mostly hair. So, and maybe some crumbs from food eaten upstairs. But other than that, I think this will do the trick as long as it's got a decent suction on it. And this is good because it makes it easier for me to also sweep the downstairs. So that was a little bit of a vacuum, you know, versus also using this for a Revair dupe for my daughter's hair. So we're gonna get into the next part of this video and go ahead and wash my daughter's hair and see how this works. Okay, y'all, so what y'all see me here doing is basically just getting the sink prepared for my daughter. My daughter's very particular about the sink being very clean and sanitized before she puts her head in it. And so I always take the time to really wash it and clean and sanitize it. And it should be, you know, if we're washing hair and making sure that her hair is clean, the sink should be clean too. And I don't know about y'all, but it's just something ritualistic that is associated with preparing and doing your daughter's hair at the sink. I grew up getting my hair washed at the sink, and it just feels like a tradition. So I always really take time to make sure everything's clean and ready to go. And let me know in the comments what is your routine for washing your kids' hair, because we do the blanket over the countertop, but I know I've seen ironing boards and all kinds of creative ways. So let me know some ways that you grew up washing your hair or getting your hair done at the sink. So the back of my daughter's neck, she had some dry patches that keep kind of coming up in the back of her head, and it almost looks like psoriasis or like dandruff. It doesn't give off ringworm because it doesn't have a circular pattern. She's not losing hair. It's just dry and scaly, and so I'm just taking a look at it here and hoping that this treatment that we do helps it. So y'all, I spent about $88, close to $100, I had a coupon, on hair care products, not counting the vacuum cleaner, to really try to work on getting and restoring my daughter's hair. She had a lot of heat damage and I think a breakage from like getting braids over the summer. And so this particular routine is a little long or a little extensive. I've cut it down for the purpose of this video, but we did a lot of intense care in this particular hair day. And the reason is because I really wanted to restore her hair and try to get it back healthy from some of the heat damage that she's experienced that caused a lot of breakage and a lot of split ends. So what you see me using here is some Shea Moisture Repair Bond. I have a video as well that I'll post that kind of talks about why I'm using that, but also I'll give a review so that you can know kind of how it did on her hair, because I didn't really do that, but I definitely will go back and let you guys know how it's working for her hair. This is our first time using it, so yeah. So tell me what you think about some good products that work for split ends and damaged hair, because I don't want to keep spending a lot of money on it. So I did a lot of research on these, and these are the ones that seem to be the most cost efficient and that offers what we were looking for as far as repair of her hair and breakage and hydrating her hair really good. So I should probably give you guys a little bit of context behind my daughter's hair in particular. When she was about 6, we locked her hair, and she has been locked for, what would that make? Some years. She is 13 now. So she's been locked for quite a while, and we cut her hair last year. It's about 1 inch long, and it has grown immensely. Her hair tends to grow pretty fast, and she has very thick bushy hair, and you'll see that as we get further into the video. We can get a close-up of her, the texture and grain of her hair. She's definitely a 4C, and so what we typically do is braids during her break from school. When she's in school she does braids, and when she's out of school we just kind of let her hair breathe a little bit. and so we've decided to just take a complete break from the braids and the heat, because she usually gets it blow dried before getting it braided, and so that's been causing some of the heat damage, I think. Prior to locks, she had just loose natural hair, which was also very thick and bushy and curly, and we use Shea Moisture and Cantu. So I'm not new to Shea Moisture, but I'm new to this new Bond Repair brand that they have. So I wanted to just kind of give you guys some background of her hair, and if you have any other questions about some of the other products that we've used, or just about my daughter's hair in general, yeah, feel free to ask. Otherwise, let us know if you have any product recommendations, because we're still exploring new products, because I'm very back kind of into a new phase of doing her hair since she was locked for so long, and I really didn't have to do much maintenance other than just wash and twist. Does feel soft. Just close your eyes, baby, because it's gonna hair's gonna fly, water's gonna fly. Just close your eyes gently. You don't have to squeeze them tight. Just get tired. Just close them. I don't think I've ever seen it this big though. Like after a wash. I don't know, guys, about this particular conditioner. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with it or not. It's just because my daughter has such thick hair, and it's really dense, and it just seems like this particular conditioner set on top of the hair instead of really being saturated in her hair, to the point where when I rinsed it out, it was just like back to normal. Like her hair felt soft, but it didn't feel conditioned, if that makes sense. And it seemed like after spending an hour, and you'll see up ahead where I literally spent an hour until my fingers were like saturated, like they were literally like Vienna sausages, with detangling her hair, strand, little piece by piece, piece by piece. And as soon as I rinsed all the conditioner out, it was right back tangled. So I'm not sure if I really like this conditioner or not, just because it just really didn't seem to define the hair as much as I thought it did. So I don't know, but you guys can tell me what you think about a conditioner, and maybe again some good ones that you think would work best for really thick, dense 4C hair. Oh, and speaking of detangler, I finally broke down and got a tangle teaser. I decided to purchase a comb because I just wanted to be able to have multiple purposes for the comb. But I think I definitely want to go back and try the brush because I do like the comb. I think the comb was very effective and it worked well, but I don't know. I just feel like I can cover more circumference of her head quicker by using the brush in addition to the comb.
Animal migration. What if I just wrote the word? Oh wow. I just wrote the word.
I need you to turn towards me. Next here we're going in with the Olaplex number 8. This is supposed to be a bond intensive moisture mask as well. It costs $30 and it hurts me every time I say it. But I'm hoping that with continued use that this will also help with her damaged ends. Let me know if this worked for you. It had a lot of good reviews and it's kind of like clinically proven to work. So I'm hoping that it'll work. It felt good when we actually put it on, but again, I can't really tell if it made a immediate difference. So I'm hoping that with continued use we'll see a change in her hair. I will say after clipping her ends as well as using this, it did feel a little bit better, but it was still hard to comb. Here I have, look straight please. Here I have a section of hair and I'm just going to basically hold this end of it so it won't pull too much, just in case. We tested it already and it seemed to do okay, but I don't want it to tug her hair too much, so I'm gonna hold it here and then I'm gonna let it suction here. Okay, here we go. That hurt? Does that hurt right up? No. Great, look at that. That doesn't hurt at all? No. Oh my God. Get it, get it. Sorry. Okay, so as you can see, we've already stretched some hair and it did not hurt. It didn't pull her hair. It's kind of getting back wet because this is damp one. But we really just want to stretch it. Like, we don't care about it being hard bone dry or hard bone stretch. But this, compared to this, look at that. Look at the length and the shrinkage. Like, it's doing the job. Yeah. So I'm going to show you what we've been doing real quick. Again, I just put some oil on it. Here's what I'm using for oil. I might take that Shea back and get my $7 back because I don't need it. But TGIN, thank goodness it's natural is what it stands for, and this is what I'm using just to oil her scalp and the ends of her hair. And if you guys have any pointers on trimming hair, I'll be trimming hair tomorrow, so I need some. I'm really good at cutting hair. I get nervous about it because her ends really need to trim after having her hair braided for a while, and then yeah, so she needs a trim, and I think that would help with the detangling and the management of her hair. So I'm going to trim them tomorrow because it's late now and I'm tired. So I'm gonna finish stretching her hair, and then yeah. So in the beginning of doing this blow drying with the vacuum cleaner, we were excited. It was working out great. But let me tell you, by the end of the night, we were through with this whole routine, y'all. I think we finished about 1:30 a.m. We started at about, I would say, the one thing I learned is not to start in the evening doing hair, particularly my daughter's hair, because it's going to take us at least 6 hours no matter what we're doing. She just has a lot of hair, and it always takes me a long time with doing her hair, whether I'm doing braids, twist outs, or 2-strand twist. But in this case, drying her hair did take a long time, but it was very effective. I give it a 10 all around for its efficacy because, it really served the purpose of drying her hair, stretching her hair, keeping the heat from damaging her hair. And so that was important for me. If you don't subscribe for no other reason, subscribe because I have this dryer underneath my armpit, drying this girl hair while two-strand twisting it with the other hand. Go ahead and give it a subscribe and a like if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos, and make sure you turn on that notifications button. Y'all, even our dog was looking at us like we was crazy. Like, what in the world is y'all doing up still? She was ready for bed too. And my daughter was out of there. Like, she ain't waste no time. She barely even said goodnight. But that's okay though. I was tired too. Okay, hi guys, we're back. Okay. And we made it through the night. Got some rest, and now we're taking Amber's hair out. I think her ends are just really heat damaged. Like, I think she really has, because it's just hard to comb through it, to be honest. When I detangled it for like an hour with the conditioner in it, it didn't stay detangled. Like, as soon as I rinsed the conditioner out, it was completely tangled again. Or when it dries, like in its curly state, it is tangled. So, but when it's like this, you know, it does pretty okay for a little while anyway. Hopefully the low humidity will, you know, allow her to maintain it in the, you know, straight and stretched like this. But the blow dryer, or I should say the vacuum cleaner method really helped with the drying. It just took a long time, I would say. So
It's because you use like extra small like parts.
yeah, you have to use smaller portions because, you know, I just feel like that would stretch it better if we did that. And you don't think so? Okay, it's my fault. Anyway, but we, you know, we're learning as we go. So this is the end results. I'm going to trim it, I think, or I might not. I don't know. All right, guys, so this is the end results. I gave it a little trim, and just let me know in the comments if this is a method that you would use for drying your hair. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing, and just make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more. See you next time. Bye.